Hello, this is Goku for the Sim 1, and I'm back this time to do a rant about the video game Third Birthday. Before I get into it, I do have to put some disclaimers. I have not beaten the game. I've got 1/3 to 1/2 through the game. Dropped it because my PSP broke. I've seen all the cinematics, so I know the story of the game, but I have not beaten the game, so if I make a mistake, that's the reason why. And also, spoilers abound. I'm going to be talking about the end of the game. This is a rant. This game is Parasite Eve 3. In every conceivable way except for name, and that pisses me off. I don't know why they did this. Now, going into it, I was like, oh, okay, this is a spin-off, fine, great. And I visualized how it was a spin-off because the new enemy were the Twisted, and Twisted are not the mitochondria enemies that you have in 1 and 2, so it makes perfect sense that this is a spin-off. They're going a different route, new enemy. It's not based on necessarily the stories from 1 and 2. This is something different. And then you get to the very end, and they explain that Aya actually, because of what happened at Aya's wedding, the Twisted were created, and it's 100% made by mitochondria because Eve is mitochondria. It pisses me off. This is Parasite Eve 3. This is the end of the series. This is the finale I was hoping for. Other than problems with the game, I think the story needed to be tweaked a little bit, and I think this should have been on the PS3 or the PlayStation 2 in any form. But other than that, I think the game isn't bad necessarily. I think the fact that they were trying to call this not Parasite Eve 3 pisses me off. Aya dies at the end. I don't think they're going to make a Parasite Eve 4. I think this is the end of the franchise, or a proper Parasite Eve 3. But this is Parasite Eve 3. If you don't think so, go play the game and then tell me it's not Parasite Eve 3. This wraps up the story. This actually talks about it. I thought there might have been a flashback to the wedding and that was going to be it. But no, that's the central part of the game. Everything leads up to what happened at that point, which is completely entwined with the Parasite Eve franchise. This is Parasite Eve 3, other than it's not Parasite Eve 3. This is really dumb. This is not a spinoff. They should not have called it a spinoff. I don't know what the heck they were thinking. I would have liked the game more if they had just called it Parasite Eve 3, and I would have loved the game more if they had put it on proper consoles. Be it that way, it is what it is. Pisses me off what they did, and some people might go, well, the mechanics are different. Well, that's how Parasite Eve has always done it. The first one had certain mechanics, the second one had a different set of mechanics, this one has its own set of mechanics to make the game they wanted to make, and that's perfectly acceptable. I have no problems with the gameplay, I have no problems with the story of the game necessarily. I think it needed to be tweaked some. I have problems with them skirting around, this is not Parasite Eve 3, because it is. Square Enix, get through your freaking skull. This is absolutely Parasite Eve 3. You should have just named it that. I think they should make an HD remake on PS3 or PS4, whatever, and they should just call it Parasite Eve 3 and be done with it. But they're probably just done with it, and they're never going to do anything with it. And that kind of pisses me off, because a remake of Parasite Eve 1 would be amazing, but I do think this franchise is done. I don't think they're going to make a sequel. It kind of saddens me. I like this franchise. It's one of my favorite. Absolutely in my top 20. Probably in my top 15. But yes, this was just a rant about me pissed off at them not naming the game correct. If you have an opinion below, please leave a comment below and tell me what you think about this. This is Goku for the Sim 1. I'll see you next time. YouTube.